Here we have a 2025 on a 25 registration Yutong GT12 53-seat PSVAR compliant executive coach. So we are offering these vehicles for sale on behalf of Rias Coaches up in Cumbria. Pretty much delivery mileage straight out the factory, as you'll clearly be able to see. Finishing stock white, not really a mark on them. Alloy wheels are fitted. You've got power operated centre continental door. It's quite a high vehicle, so it's a fair way up. Well, it's not a fair way up, it's just a bit of a climb up into the saloon, but you've got plenty of things to grab onto. Seems to have taken a good foothold in the UK coach market, this product. Whether that's down more to lack of availability of other marks, I'm not sure, but it is converting quite a lot of operators to Chinese products. Reverse cameras fitted. Under the bonnet, Euro 6 DAF MX-11 engine. That is driven through a ZF Ecolife fully automatic gearbox. Down the near side, again, she's all good. We've got parallel opening lockers, and still, even with the side mounted wheelchair lift, a good amount of luggage, thanks to the height more than anything, as you can see. I've got to point that out to you, that little sign there. I think that's more down to weight than anything else, because of obviously the wheelchair lift. It's there to be noticed. Whether people take notice or not, that in itself is another story. But yeah, loads of luggage space. We've got LED destination displays to front, side and rear. And I've got to say, before we get on, what an aesthetically pleasing vehicle this is. Obviously the 12.2 metre length and the almost 4 metre height make it look a bit compact. But that height gives your passengers such a stunning view of the countryside when they're running around. And, you know, just the smoothness of the DAF engine paired with that ZF Ecolife is something else. And to be honest, they do have a very, very strong look of a Cetra 5 series about them. So, as we jump on board, I'll just mention that when this product was first launched, what, 2018, I think? It turned my head, and it takes a lot these days in coaching circles to turn my head, because I've been in it too long. But you know what? The exact word I used was game changer, because that's what I thought this would be for Pelican, because the TC12 was just a bit meh. You know, it was just, for me, it was just a bit of a cheap entry-level vehicle. This is something else. You've got 53 of these quite sumptuous reclining seats. They're fitted with 3-point seat belts. You've got partial leather trim, not technically not half leather, partial leather. I like the blue and the black. Really works, not too in your face. You've got the extra padding flaps there. You've also got sideways movement to the seats. These are really sort of comfy looking vehicles, to be honest. On the backs of the seats you've got trays. You've also got a USB and a USB-C socket, because we're trying to sort of incorporate the latest technology. Every sort of third seat along on either side you've got a 240 volt socket. You've got wood effect laminate to the floor with a carpet to the aisle. Fully air conditioned, and I have to say, on a day like today, it is beautiful, that air conditioning. Absolutely beautiful. Centre sunken toilet unit, no hot drinks facility. Wouldn't be hard to get something like AD to fit one if you needed one. When we get to this section here, you've got 4 double seats on quick release tracking. Now, I don't think you need to take all 4 out to get a wheelchair in, but the certification is 45 and 1 wheelchair. I think you can get 49 and 1 wheelchair. The only thing I don't like, and this is the only negative I can find, is the door for the wheelchair, because you've got these massive pillars either side. So if you're sat in this seat or you're sat in this seat, it's like being on one of them seats on the plane with no window. And I think that's something. And if, you know, I'm guessing at some point somebody from Pelican or Yutong will see this video. If you can, please do something about that. I know it might be structural, but it just really it kind of makes 4 seats unusual for me. So that's your wheelchair door. As we're heading down to the front, you'll notice this scrolling LED display here. So that's like your latest generation item you now are going to need on PSVR compliant coaches. More so for when you're doing like your rail replacement and that sort of thing, and that's your next stop information. That is also tied into a hearing loop. You can see that's installed. Never really got into these yet, so it's a learning curve for me. I need to work out how it all works. Not cheap technology to fit with a hearing loop. You're probably looking about £7,000–8,000. So that's something to bear in mind, because that's another thing that, like it or lump it, it's coming. We've got 2 power operated drop down monitors. Now they work in line with multimedia systems that are using USB connectors and SD cards. So maybe another thing that needs catching up, if I've not spotted it, and I don't think I have, because I think that's just for cameras. We need an up-to-date multimedia Bluetooth system, perhaps. Dash, very Turismo-esque, the dash, I have to say. It is a latest generation dash with a virtual dashboard, multifunction steering wheel, excuse me, keyless ignition. It's all remote central locking on these days. But yeah, very Turismo-esque for me, the dash. You've got standard lane departure warning, automated emergency braking system, adaptive cruise control. There's a fridge in the dashboard. And to finish the job, courier seat. But honestly, I just think this product is a game changer. It really, really is. So, to recap, we have a 2025 on a 25 registration Yutong GT12 53 seat PSVAR compliant executive coach.